Today we are flipping some furniture. So this desk I actually got for free. It's a pretty solid IKEA desk, and the only damage I see is this little chip right there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some wood filler in it, and I'm gonna sand around it real quick, and then I'm just gonna chalk paint it and try to flip this sucker. So first thing I'm gonna do is wipe it down, get it clean, and then I'll fill it in with the wood filler. Okay, so it's wiped down. The next thing I'm gonna do is try to fix that spot with some wood filler. I've never used, it says use a putty knife, but I don't feel like walking down to the barn to get one for such a small spot, so I'm just gonna use a kitchen butter knife and then fill that on and then just sand over it real quick. So I pulled the drawer out, and this has been overnight, letting it dry right there. So I'm gonna just sand that down real quick and then start painting here in a second. Okay, I have it all sanded. It's smooth. It obviously would just need to be painted. So I'm gonna paint the legs first. And so my plan is to do white on the bottom, and then I'm gonna do that sage green on top. So I think I'm gonna do the legs first, and I'll do the drawer also white, but that's gonna be done last, or not last, but after I do the bottom portion of all of the desk. Okay, so there's one coat. You can see the texture is not perfect. So when I go around to do the second coat of the white is really when I'm gonna try to smooth things out and get it a little bit more full coverage on that. But so far so good. So I'm gonna do one more coat and then we'll check it out. Okay, so I went around these edges first because the brush strokes are going horizontal versus I'm going vertical on the legs, because I was kind of following the wood grain. And so you can see it's a little bit more full coverage in here, and then also when I get up into the corner, I'm gonna be able to smooth it out when I go vertical on the other side. So you can see kind of right here, you can see the difference. It's not perfect, and there are some things that as I'm going, some imperfections in the wood, it pops out a little bit. I probably would have sanded it down. It's kind of be one of those things that's going to be the difference with doing this with experience versus not, me being inexperienced. So for future, that is something I would keep in mind. I didn't really notice that when it was dark, but now that it's painted, it does stand out. So now I'm gonna get to work on second coat of the legs. Okay, hot, it's getting hot out here. So I'm done with the legs and all underneath. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And then for the desk, I was gonna go all the way around, but because I don't wanna paint the inside, and it has the metal spot right here, I'm actually just gonna do the front. And then I'm gonna keep this on, so I'm gonna make sure I trim around it really good. Ideally, I probably would have swapped this out, but I was trying to spend as little as possible on this flip to see, before I put any more money into it. I kind of wanted to see where I'm at with what I was able to do and if anyone was interested when I did list it. But this is what it looks like. I think it looks nice. I actually think it looks really nice. So now I'm going to start on the desk, the drawer I mean, and then I'll be done with the white. So change of plans. Actually, I'm done painting the drawer and like all the white around it. So this is what it looks like. I don't have it pushed in yet because the top I think is going to touch and I don't want it to like mess up the paint. So this is what the desk looks like. And I kind of like it with the black. Oh shoot, there's still some paint. And I went around also, which I'll show you right now, the spots where I like had gotten paint on the black, because if you look underneath, it doesn't go like the wood, the black isn't going all the way down. And I was able to still, even though it's dry, wipe it off. And so I'm worried that when I put, because the legs and stuff probably won't get wiped as often, but I mean, most people would wipe off their desk, the top of it, or table from time to time. So I gotta make sure that the seal that I got would work really well over any paint I put on top, so it doesn't like get scrubbed up with cleaning product. But what I'm thinking is, because I'm gonna leave the inside black, like natural, and then I actually painted over this and then wiped it off. I'm not sure what to do with this little handle. I'm not a huge fan of it, honestly, but it almost looks a little antiqued now that I painted and wiped it off. Accidental. But I think I'm gonna leave it black. Black top and the white legs. So I'm gonna let it just dry, and then I'm gonna pull it out and stage it, photograph it, and list it for sale. And we'll see how this first attempt at a furniture flip goes. And this is the color I used, Folk Art Home Decor Chalk. It's the white Adirondack. I'm not sure, but it's white. Here's the product number 506662. It's a good one.